on that, I'd be glad to hear the argument. And then I'd probably ask that naysayer, so would you trust this guy with your son or daughter, grandson or granddaughter? Because I know I would. On that note, let's go to Dustin, who's a naysayer. Hey, Dustin, we love naysayers on this program. What do you and I disagree about that makes you one?
Well, I do agree. I would never let that guy Funstead anywhere near my kids.
Good.
Just like I wouldn't let my kids anywhere near pedophile Trump. That would be an issue too. But let's talk about Iran. Trump's handling of Iran has just been stellar. I thought we obliterated their nuclear sites. What are we negotiating?
We're negotiating whether or not they'll be able to continue with their nuclear program. There was a time, Dustin, about 25 years ago, before Obama, when the whole world agreed that Iran should not have any kind of nuclear program whatsoever. They're sitting on an ocean of oil.
We obliterated it.
The problem is, Dustin, with the right amount of money, you can rebuild it, can't you?
So Donnie was lying?
No. If you obliterate one bomb plant, can you build another bomb plant?
In 6 months?
It doesn't have to be on a timeline, Dustin. Do you ever want the mad mullahs of Tehran to get a nuclear weapon?
Of course not. Do you think they'll rehire Lieutenant Jeffrey Cruz? Do you know who Jeffrey Cruz is?
I don't know who you're referring to. But you keep changing subjects. Can we go back to something you said when you first started commenting?
Lieutenant Cruz, he put the report out after the Iran bombing that said, yeah, we didn't exactly obliterate it. We only set it back a few months, maybe. And you know what they did to Lieutenant Cruz? They fired him. Wasn't that a great move by
Well, it depends. I would have to go back and take a look at the details, Dustin, and here's why. Did Lieutenant Cruz have the ability to go public with the information he had? If you're in the military and you have information that's closely held and then you decide to make it public without permission, is that violating the law?
It wasn't a leak. It was a published report. They didn't like what was in the report.
Okay.
When you wake up, you really have...
No, I don't have to wake up. Dustin, you have to consider, you're taking one guy who says, this is what happened. Do you think that in the military I could find people who disagree about the effect of something like the Iran bombing? Some of them thought it was very successful. Some of them thought it wasn't. The president has to make the decision based on the information he gets. The fact that one guy gets fired, and then what you have to focus on is what did he get fired for? I suspect he got fired because of other things that had nothing to do with that report. But Dustin, you're an interesting naysayer. And as for Trump being a pedophile, nobody who ever says that is ever able to back it up.
The Larson Show.